Donald Trump's rise to power didn't just come from real estate deals and television ratings. Behind his sharp elbows and ruthless tactics stands one man, Roy Cohn, a notorious attorney with deep ties to the Mafia. Cohn not only represented New York's most dangerous crime families, he also mentored Donald Trump, teaching him the dark arts of power, manipulation, and control. This is the story of Trump's legal ties to the Mafia and how they began with Roy Cohn. Roy Cohn first made headlines in the 1950s as the aggressive chief counsel for Senator Joseph McCarthy during the infamous anti-communist hearings. But after leaving Washington in disgrace, Cohn reinvented himself in New York as a powerful lawyer, socialite, and most importantly, a fixer. He didn't just practice law, he weaponized it. Cohen's legal practice became the sanctuary for New York's most powerful mafia bosses. He wasn't just their lawyer, he was their shield. Anthony Fat Tony Salerno. Cohen represented Salerno, a key Genovese figure involved in loan sharking, gambling, and extortion. Cohen helped delay federal cases and keep Salerno out of jail longer than anyone expected. He allegedly used connections with judges to manipulate outcomes. Paul Castellano, boss of the Gambino family, relied on Cohen to manage his exposure to racketeering charges. Cohen repeatedly helped Castellano navigate labor unions and construction contracts, a crucial link into Trump's later empire. John Gotti also sought Cohen's legal services before turning to other mob lawyers after Cohen's health declined. Though not their official counsel, Cohen was closely tied to intermediaries and business fronts working with both the Lucchese and Colombo families. He had insight into their operations and often used this network for his clients and political favors. Cohen wasn't afraid of the mob. He was part of their legal infrastructure. In 1973, the U.S. Justice Department sued Donald Trump and his father, Fred Trump, for racial discrimination. The Trump Organization was accused of refusing to rent apartments to black tenants. Rather than settle quietly, Trump met with Roy Cohn at a nightclub. Cohn advised him, "Tell them to go to hell and fight it in court."
And he said, "Listen, I've spent 2 days with these establishment law firms about a case we have. It was a civil rights case or something, and they're all telling us, give up, do this, sign a decree, and all of that." He says, "I followed your career, and you're a little bit crazy like I am, and you stand up to the establishment. Can I come see you?" And I said, "Sure."
When they met, Roy said to him, "You might be guilty, it doesn't matter. Go after the Justice Department. Don't ever admit guilt.
Fight it, you'll kill them."
Trump did exactly that. That lawsuit was the beginning of a powerful alliance. Cohen became Trump's personal lawyer. He protected him through tax audits, business lawsuits, and his aggressive entry into New York real estate. In the 1980s, New York construction was mafia territory, and Trump was building big. Trump used S&A Concrete, a company owned by mafia boss Anthony Salerno and Paul Castellano, to build Trump Tower. This was no coincidence. With Cohn at his side, Trump got union cooperation, avoided delays, and faced no resistance from competitors. In New York, no one built with concrete unless they had the mob's blessing. Roy Cohn taught Trump 3 core principles: never admit wrongdoing, attack relentlessly when challenged, use the courts and media as weapons. Trump absorbed these tactics and used them in every arena, from real estate to politics. He learned how to manipulate systems, intimidate opponents, and control narratives. Trump's ties to organized crime didn't begin in the shadows. They began in courtrooms, nightclubs, and boardrooms under the guidance of Roy Cohn. Cohn's death in 1986 ended a chapter, but his influence lived on in Trump's rise through construction deals, labor connections, and legal warfare. Trump mirrored the Mafia playbook, knowingly or not. Roy Cohn didn't just give Trump legal advice. He gave him a philosophy, and with it, the tools to build an empire by any means necessary. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into political history, and let us know in the comments how much of Trump's style comes from Roy Cohn and how much from the Mafia itself.